afternoon in the Swamp. Alabama and Florida. You know, one of the things that will happen during the game at Florida today is they will play their stadium anthem, something that's picked up the last couple of years, playing the Tom Petty song, Won't Back Down. And I tell you, it will be absolutely electric in there. And it's really something about stadium anthems all across the country. I mean, where it began, I can't begin to know when, but I can feel that it's coming on strong. Like my friends here, when they start to sing Sweet Caroline, and good times never seem so good. So good, so good, so good. But I am inclined to have Marty Smith tell us that with Tom Petty, there's a little deeper connection when the music and the words come from one of your own.
If you know Tom Petty music, it touches you, your heart and your soul. It's one of those musicians that you're like, I didn't even know how I was feeling until I heard his music.
His songs were all written as if he's still living in Gainesville because it was things that we all experienced.
Go, Gators! Come on, Gators! Here we go! Woo!
Before he became a rock and roll icon, Tom Petty was born and raised in Gainesville, Florida. His ties to the community run deep. And legend has it, Petty worked at the University of Florida as a groundskeeper.
That's always talked about, that he was a groundskeeper here at UL. You just wonder were chords going through his mind at that time, or lyrics. He definitely left a mark on this town, and everybody takes pride in him. I mean, he's a legend.
Everything and everywhere you go around here has some connection to Tom Petty. He influences the whole community. He brings the spirit here to the town, from the campus where he worked to some of the clubs around here, to everything.
After a legendary career spanning more than 4 decades, Petty died suddenly on October 2nd, 2017, 1 week after his final concert. 5 days later, the Florida Gators honored him by playing I Won't Back Down at the start of the 4th quarter, and with it began a new tradition in the Swamp.
The song Won't Back Down, it just gives us that extra push going into the 4th quarter.
Everybody stands there, some people hold hands, it's like a camaraderie.
It's just so exciting to see the fans all rally with their flashlights on for a night game or even a day game, just celebrating Tom Petty and what he meant to our city.
I sing it. I take my headphones off and I enjoy the moment. I enjoy the atmosphere.
A lot of the youngsters that are here don't really remember Tom Petty, but now he's alive and part of the stadium, part of the experience.
You feel like a rock star because all the lights are shining on you. Singing Tom Petty, I play the air guitar myself sometimes.
Tom Petty is our native son. He just speaks from the heart of people who grew up in Florida.
Let's see if they can stand Bama up at the gates of hell today. By the way, Bradley Beal is going to be Mr. Two Bits to rev up